Meghan Markle here.
Today is May 19th, 2026. It is 4:04 a.m. This is the first video. I plan on doing at least 2 videos. Hopefully it doesn't stretch depending on how much I say. I was looking at my estimate. It seemed like each time we're getting close to the 21st, this is when YouTube usually send the payment of, whatever amount you accumulate for the month. My estimate is always going down. Not too long ago, I saw it was 130 something. All of a sudden, it's 116. I don't know. I hope one day someone does internal audit on YouTube of how they manipulate the algorithm. I know they do something on my channel to suppress it. Because the thing that I'm talking about, I'm not going based on, the nonsense that they want people to be talking about. Alright, so let's go on X. We're going to continue with who. As a matter of fact, I'm still editing a video on the 17th. And I skipped it and went on the 18th. That's when when Meghan went to Switzerland. I did those videos and edit them and put them out before I even edit the 17th, May 17th. So I'm still in the middle of it. So let's see what's going on for today, the 19th. And by the way, today is Harry and Meghan's 8th anniversary, I believe. 8th, yeah. So I will do a video on that and I will be posting that on PYTE. Okay, first tweet. On the eve of World Health Assembly 79, we gathered at Place Donation and Remembrance. The names and the lost screen memorial are not statistic. They are children. May they rest in peace, by the way. We are facing public health crisis and youth mental health created by multiple factors, including a lack of digital safety. We can prevent harm through rigorously enforced protection and design standard. We can mitigate harm through crisis response, family support, and affordable and timely access to care, and we can coordinate globally. This memorial must be a call for collective action to ensure digital spaces support health rather than undermine it. My gratitude to Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and the Archwell philanthropists for their leadership and commitment. Okay, so these are some pictures during that when Meghan was there. When she does her lips like that, it reminds me so much of Miss Doria. There's that. Miss Doria must be very, very proud. Very, very proud. Alright, so that's that. Let's read some of the comment. You are an absolute gem and your action will save lives. Oh, let's pause this so I don't get flagged. When I saw that Archwell tapped you in to help with this much needed initiative and global health issues of our time, I knew you will take the matter seriously and give it the attention it deserves. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see. Is there music?
Ours, not data points. Children.
Okay, so there's a music behind it. Just don't want to give myself work. My computer memory is getting very full. Go on PYTE. I shared a Meghan speech in Switzerland regarding that. It's fully on PYTE, and I also put it on our Port of Pure service with no interruption. Thank you for shining a light on this important issue. Well done. Brilliantly thought-evoking, albeit said. The Duchess of Sussex was spot on, as with you. We must promote it as a public health issue. Thank you for all your hard work and your role at the World Health Organization. Thank you for showcasing this and having the Duchess as a speaker. Her speech was very impactful. Alright, this makes a powerful call to action. Online bullying and kids being targeted is rampant and at scary level. Leaders from all walks of life must come together and draw a solution. Thank you, Dr. Chedos. Thank you, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I sometimes, depend on the mindset, when I come across some response on things that I post, either my videos or on my community board, sometimes when I see some derangers saying their BS, depend on my mindset, my state of mind in the moment, either I'll respond or delete. A few moments before I started recording, I saw someone saying that that was not a successful kind of campaign. Whatever she said. I wanted to say something. I was like, you know what? This is not the time. I just blocked the person. Remove the comment and just block it. Alright? But anyway, the thing is that with so many issues that's going on around the world, it reminds me when Harry was talking about journalists. There are some people who's risking their lives to make things right, to bring the proper information, and there are some who's pretty much messing things up.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon.
What I really, really don't like and what I find hard to make peace with is that there are some people on one end of the spectrum who are sitting behind their keyboards writing dangerous or defamatory headlines knowing that it's going to work as clickbait because any context in the rest of the article protects them and there's nothing you can do about it. And at the other end of the spectrum, you have Nobel Prize winners like Maria Ressa, who's literally putting her life on the line, and war correspondents are again putting their lives on the line to bring us the truth. So that, to me, is the spectrum. And my life has been covered by this end of the spectrum, which I will be damned if those journalists are going to ruin journalism for everybody else because we depend on it so much.
There's so many issues that's going on around the world that are man-made, okay? Man-made, unnecessary, chaotic, man-made stupidity to prevent people from living their lives. And there are some, like Harry and Meghan, and I'm not saying I'm at the level of Harry and Meghan, but at least, in my humble opinion, I don't think I'm adding to the nonsense that's going on. I have a platform. I create that platform. It may not be huge. It may not be, high-tech type of things, but at least I'm not adding to the problem. Some people are trying to make things right. With so many issues that's going on around the world, every one of us could try to make things a bit better. Harry and Meghan are the two people in our lifetime that's doing this right now, trying to make things better. But these idiots who refuse to stay in their lane, they know they don't like Harry and Meghan. They know they don't like the thing that they are promoting, but yet they can't seem to stay in their bubble, their own little freaking chaotic, crazy bubble. This is pure evil that's going on here. Pure evil. Do as individual, when you see something is wrong, don't add to it. That also help. Okay? Not adding to it. It's also help. If you could go even a bit further, you could interfere, prevent it from continuing. But not everybody is made for this type of things. But not adding to it, as much as many of you may say, oh, it's not that much, it's part of it. It's part of the solution to not add to it. Every little bit count. Okay? Know your strength, know what you can do, and your safety is always first. Keep that in mind. Your safety is always first. The next thing is not to add to someone else's pain. If you go for, if you have the guts or you feel like you could do more, that's up to you. But my God, these people up you evil. Alright, this is the next tweet. Finland's Minister of Social Affairs and Health posted this lovely photo with Meghan. So good to see Meghan engaging with the policymakers, health leaders, and decision makers who need to be part of this conversation. This is what serious global advocacy work looks like. Okay, there's all those hashtags. There he is here with Meghan. In the presence of adult, she doesn't speak about Bob the Builder. Oh my God, I just edited that video. And I think I titled it, how did I title it? It's rendering right now. When I realized I actually mentioned Bob, okay. When I realized who actually mentioned Bob the Builder, I swear the very first time one of the squad spoke about Bob the Builder, I thought it was the squad who were just being silly. Then later when I found out she actually said it, I was shocked. Okay, exactly, usual ugliness. See, this is the thing that I'm saying here. They do not want to stay in their lane. They have to come and insert their stupidity into a conversation that have nothing to do with them. Her eyes are so sparkly. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Still talking about Switzerland. Okay. And everything the Sussexes have done, and Prince Harry and Meghan have done a lot of great things. But yesterday, Meghan dressed in all black for that beautiful but somber inauguration. Her stunning face, her demeanor, her heartbreaking speech, Meghan and Geneva, a special moment. That's what I said when I was looking at some images. When I first did the video about that, she reminded me, I think it's this actually image that I used. She reminded me of Remembrance Day. I think it was Remembrance Day in the UK, but she had a hat on. Alright, minimal makeup. Okay, very simple. That's what this remind me of. Alright, this one here. And I think this is the dress she had on a hanger when she took the picture with Lily. We saw Lily's back. Every time I see this type of squat or anything that resemble, there's a, when I was in architecture school, I had to do, what was it? I think I had to talk about a chair. I forgot what was the assignment was, but I did a research on the Z chair, and this is what that remind me of, the way Meghan squatted. The Z chair, that's this one. I did a video on, I'm saying video, a research on this. Let me see if I could look at a bigger picture. Well, when I'm editing, I could always, it's this one. Oh, damn it. I didn't want to click on it. Let's see how much it costs. Z chair, 1934, made in Italy by Casina. Oh God, oh there it is. Oh my God, $2,570, very expensive. There it is here. I did I forgot what we had to do, but the research that I did was the Z chair. So looking at Meghan's picture here, that's what this remind me. You see the Z formation. That remind me of this.
Gets the yet unheard of Zorro snap in Z formation.
And Z formation. But anyway, let's get back to this. That was a sidetrack. Oh my God. Very subtle. Wow. Meghan is truly beautiful.
Will we look back at this moment as one where through collective action, the design of technology shifted towards safety, dignity, and well-being? Or will we accept more names being added to memorials like this?
You could see she wrote this. Why I say she wrote this, not only she has her cue card to remind her of what she wanted to say. You could see when her eyes is moved away from the paper. And she's saying a whole bunch, how many sentences after she get her eyes go back to the cue card again. Alright. I mean, this is not easy, okay? This is not easy. It's due to practice and confidence and many other things. Eye contact. This is the thing. The other one needs to practice.
because if an adult is barely able to survive the bullying and predation of the online world and the dangers that these platforms bring, how is a child? Let this not only be a moment to reflect, as Dr. Tedros said, let it be a mandate for action. So speak up. Demand better from the platforms shaping our children's lives.
In one of the videos that I did regarding this, they targeted the wrong person. And at the same time, and this is where you have to be very understandable of what I'm trying to say here. This is not to say I'm happy that she went through it. I do not want anybody to go through it because she almost took her life. But sometimes God knows who can carry certain load. So Meghan went through this and understand it at a personal level, where even though she didn't have to study, because a lot of people seems to take things seriously only if you go to school or you have a degree on certain topic. Experience is the most teachable moment for many things. She went through it. No matter how much education anybody, professor, can talk about what Meghan went through, Meghan is at a PhD level in that aspect because she went through it. She knows how it feels. So God had given her, again, I don't want, not to say I'm proud she went through it, but I guess because the platform that she has to be able to spread the message, to tell people how bad this thing is. When she took a long time before I think it was somewhere around here. Yeah, it could be around here. You could see after she said whatever she said here, and then when she said she went back, her eyes went back to the cue card. You see, she took a moment. I think she was internalized, not only remembering what it felt like when she went through it. What? I'll try not to say anything when we get. I think it's around here.
Because if an adult is barely able to survive the bullying and predation of the online world and the dangers that these platforms bring.
Okay, it's slightly before it, but that was the part though. I want to show you the moment where she paused for a few moments before she starts saying that part, because she went through it. She remember how it feels. I think somewhere here.
This.
Right there, you see?
Because if an adult is barely able to survive the bullying and predation of the online world and the dangers that these platforms bring, how is a child?
Okay, this is the part. She knows. She went through it where she almost took her life. And again, you could see the documentation of this process as well. When she came out, let people know how that affected her, where Harry was going to that event and she confronted Harry and said, look, I don't think I could be on my own. And they took the proper steps, and Harry took her along with him. Okay, so you could see the steps, the documentation. Many people who just probably started following Harry and Meghan may not know this, but I'm sure the squad have documented as well on social media, especially on Twitter, the documentation of what she's talking about right now. Okay, it didn't come out of the blue, of nowhere, why she's advocating for this. She experienced it. Alright, so that's that. Alright, let's get back to this. So we went over all of this. She looks and spoke the moment perfectly. Yes, perfectly. She's so beautiful, queen quality. She's too much. That's why they despise her. She's the class they aspire to. There's a heart here. Her photo on the front page of the Mail, as to be expected. Yes, and that's the heart. Let's go to the next tweet. Alright. She's the perfect advocate for it. Next tweet. Alright, more about that. Again, there's that thing. That's from Miss Doria. Alright. Upload her message to everyone, all the news channel, TV channel. They always something to say. I see they've gone quiet. They're not posting the message that needs to be posted. Let's give them something to post and listen to. Alright, so there's that. Good idea. Hope it works. Because Epstein media is now the entire global media, and they don't care about anything to do with children. Beautiful princess, there's that. Grifter. You see, this is what I'm saying. They do not know how to stay in their lane. They have to. This is pure evil. Because I just blocked it. My God. Next tweet. While the ignorant were concerned about whether there was a crowd or not, at the ceremony commemorating children who lost their lives, ministers and the director of the WHO were there to listen to her speech and the teenagers' parents. This was not a show, but a memorial. Alright, so there's that. Okay, posted by Luxembourg Minister of Health, Martine Desprez. The Lost Queen Memorial inauguration in Geneva, Switzerland, hosted by HRH, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, Archwell Philanthropies, and Dr. Trevos. They put the HRH here. Let's see what the leftovers have to say about that, because it's not Meghan who said to herself, it's them, whoever wrote that. Okay, is that in... Okay, you could pause and read this. I think that's in French. Next one. Okay, this is Dr. Tedros. Delighted to present Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, with a WHO vest as a gesture of my regard for her commitment to promoting and protecting people's health. There's that. Again, this is something if Harry and Meghan decided to do a pop-up to showcase the things they've been receiving, like a little museum type of thing, this will be there as well. Pictures of this will be next to it. Alright, they know but are grasping at straw. A bunch of clowns. Okay, so there's that. It's chewing stupidity. I don't even want to go over it. So embarrassing. They hate her really. The impact comes from the government minister and the publicly generated via international news media platforms and social media, not from how many people attended. And B, the Derangers are inadvertently helping the cause with their disgusting ignorant posts. Those who were supposed to be there showed up. Ministers from several countries were present. These are the people who will make the difference, who will make a difference. This wasn't an event for shaking hands and taking photos. They always prove Meghan's point. What is it? One Tom something from the UK went over there, and the squad show. It's in one of my videos. He can really say his BS, because this was the main reason why Meghan was doing the thing. We've seen crowd flocks to every Sussex outing. This event wasn't about popularity contest, but about raising awareness among leaders about the danger of social media for teenagers. Intelligent people understand that, and they understand that the impact is not measured by how many people are there. Dumb Derangers praise their favorite stick for wearing clothes and talking to children who are lined up especially. They don't care about tangible result. Well, even the children know. You could compare pictures. There was one picture of Meghan with a child and compare with the leftover. So there's that. Thumbs up, bottom up, that's in French. Okay, and these are the people who are going to help Meghan achieve that goal. Exactly. The presence of these people, these health ministers, is far more important than having a huge crowd there to take pictures. This moment was not a popularity contest. Alright, also putting her own hair in a bun, coming downstairs backward, and walking in the rain. The bar is so low when it comes to Kate the Builder. I swear, every time I hear Bob the Builder, I'm gonna think of that, because I really didn't think she said it. I thought it was the squad who were joking. Alright, next tweet. I couldn't be any prouder of this beautiful, kind, intelligent, and strong woman. There's all those hashtags. I'm with you, same here. You also right, Zandy. That was one powerful speech eloquently delivered by Meghan Sussex, one of the strongest women I know. Yeah, she is. The other day I actually was thinking, let me finish that. Good work, HRH, Princess Meghan, wife of HRH, Prince Harry, saving children. Okay, I'm done with this. The other day I was thinking, and each generation, there's a human angel that is in our lifetime. So far, I think this is the one that I'm aware of. People who's older than me, if they're still alive, they might have different version of it. Because I remember when Mother Teresa died, that's another angel that was on earth doing what's good. And then Princess Diana, I'm thinking of images of Princess Diana with Mother Teresa. I'm gonna go on Google to show you the pictures of who I'm mentioning. Alright, so this is Mother Teresa. I remember when she died. When did she die? I think it was probably around 1980 or early 90s. Okay, die. Yeah. Well, mid 90s. September 5th, 1997. Was that almost the same year? When did Princess Diana die? Okay. Alright, so this is her, Mother Teresa, another angel that was on earth. Okay? And then let me get my ideas out and then I'll look for the images. And then you have Princess Diana, another angel that was on earth, doing good things against evil. Okay? Do things for children. At least from my perspective. Okay? I could start from her. With her. Mother Teresa, then Princess Diana. Who else can I put in that category? And then you have Michael Jackson. Okay? And they all, the connection is very strange. Because I remember there's a picture of Mother Teresa with Princess Diana. And then there's pictures of Princess Diana with Michael Jackson. And then after Michael Jackson, who can I put before I say Harry and Meghan? Who can I say? That's all. Michael Jackson. And then you have Harry and Meghan. This is in our lifetime right now. They are still alive, doing good things against the evil, where evil is trying to populate this earth with full-blown stupidity. So we need to continue to pray for Harry and Meghan, because this is not what the establishment wants to do. They're going against the grain. Okay, these people, although Mother Teresa died naturally, okay, with whatever she died from, and Princess Diana, we know how she died. Michael Jackson, we know how he died. And then we have this now in our lifetime. The prayer must be continued. We see the pattern. We see the pattern. We need to continue praying no matter what. Alright, what did I say? Okay. Mother Teresa, let's say, and Princess Diana. There's picture of them together. Image. Okay, so there they are here. Several pictures. There's this Mother Teresa with Princess Diana. Good souls that were on earth to do good things against the system. Okay. And then, let me remove Mother Teresa. You have Princess Diana, and who else? With Michael Jackson. And there's the connection again. Michael Jackson. Okay, so there's picture of them together. Alright, there's this. I wasn't aware of this one, but I was aware of that one because of pictures and videos that were around. Because I think this is when Princess Diana was asking Michael Jackson if he's gonna play was it Dirty Diana or something. Alright, and there's more. There's this. I wasn't aware of this. Alright, good souls. You see the connection. Okay, and then with Princess Diana, you have Princess Diana and Harry, which is another human being that came from her womb. Prince Harry. Alright, so there they are here. And then the other brother decided to go along with the system. Okay, so again, we need to pray for Harry and Meghan no matter what. This is in our lifetime. Alright, so I don't know. The other day I was thinking about it. The connection in our lifetime. There's angel. I think we all possess that. But it's how much do we want to tap into it? How much can we tap into our angel side of us or the evil side? We all, I truly believe we all possess those two qualities, evil and angel. You know, Bad versus good, because we all can do this kind of thing. Now, which side do we want to go? Which side do we want to tap in and display while we're living? So Princess Diana tap in her angel side, Michael Jackson, and let's not forget Michael Jackson, the same system. Okay, the same system that Harry and Meghan are. I don't want to say this, but it's happening. They're pushing against that negativity, against the system. It's the same group that were going after Michael Jackson and Princess Diana. It's the evil remain the same, but the angel keeps on changing. God keep on sending different angels who have the guts to go and face the system that wants to spread evilness. Yes, some of you might say, what kind of nonsense that I'm talking about? I don't know. I really don't know, but this is the mindset, that what I'm thinking right now, I'm sharing with you. Whether you see it or not, I'm just letting you know. Okay? The same system from Princess Diana to Michael Jackson to Harry and Meghan continue doing the same thing, but God keeps on sending different angels to tackle them. Is the rest of the world gonna stand back and protect those two angels? Who's willing to face the evilness, the system? Okay? I'm just letting it be known. You know, I don't want to categorize Harry and Meghan into this, because they're doing their best and they're maneuvering their way around that full-blown negativity that's going on. But I truly believe every single one of us, every human being on earth, possess many the same qualities, good, bad, and everything in between. Now, it depends on how much you want to display. Do you want to display the negativity, the evil side, or anything in between? All right? So I truly believe Harry and Meghan, the quality that they have, they want to display. And I think they learned from the past, and they're trying their best to do good. Okay? To do good. I don't want to keep on putting them on that forefront and then have those evil people, you know, do their evilness. But it's just something that I think all of us possess, but many of us have more guts to display those qualities. We all possesses it. We all possess that quality. It's how much can we, or do we have the guts to tap into those qualities and act on it. But we know the evil side that many of us possess. A majority of people tend to tap on their evil, the evil side of themselves. If you look at the the earth right now, everywhere you go, people are easily to do negative, hurt other people's feeling. So the evil side is taking over a lot of people, but many of us don't display the the opposite side of the evil side of things. Again, I don't know if I'm explaining properly, but I truly believe we all possess those qualities. It's some of us don't practice the positive side, the sensitive, the ethical, the have a feeling toward other human being. Empathy, this type of things. Anyway, let's get back to the original recording. Alright, so that's that. This is the next tweet. There's no caption. There's Meghan here. The squad, the first time I came across this image, the squad was saying that Lily should be give Meghan like advice about the color, the dress, and things like that. Alright, let me pause this. She's almost too beautiful to be real. This woman is brilliant, savvy at business, look like a goddess, and is one of the kindest, most thoughtful people who happens to be strong enough to resist a 10-year smear campaign. This is what I'm saying. Harry locked up. I know he does a happy dance daily. Alright, I need to know who's Harry Voodoo Lady because I need to talk to her. Why the AI? It's not AI. This is the thing. I mean, when you look at the things that Harry and Meghan, this is a Photoshop thing here. When you look at the thing Harry and Meghan are doing, they really didn't have to do any of this. They could easily focus on, as ever, for instance, this is the business aspect of so many things that they're doing. They didn't have to do any of these. Okay? Give to charities, do all sort of, they didn't have to do any of this, but they're willing to do it. Alright? But this is the evil of these people. They don't want to stay in their lane, but they want to come and spread negativity. I have a lot of things regarding their wedding, but let's finish with this. Okay, I have two more after this one for this video. Alright, so there's this here. Who remembers when the incandescent egg was in Switzerland? If you know, you know. Alright. I read some of the comments earlier that's making reference. The music, I'm gonna get flagged for it, so let me go over to it like that. Alright, keep an eye over here where the spotlight is pointing. Okay, this is William dancing. I'm gonna get flagged for the music. Oh my god. Okay, this is the thing that I'm saying. He has the platform. Unlike Harry, William on the other hand, he was he's in line to the throne. His job was to be doing exactly what Harry's doing, but he decided this is what he wants to do. Alright, that's for the UK. Alright, he looks like a worm. He's so unattractive inside and out. OMG, OMG, laughing my ass off. I do. The British media first say it was Harry that was on a sleazy holiday. A woman who attended filmed William and sent the video to TMZ. The British media had no choice but to write the truth that it was in fact William. This is the thing. They do not want you to believe your senses. And again, this is one of those people who decided to tap on her, whatever, her angel side of it. The media, the devil wants to tell you don't believe your eyes. And it's like, okay, I was there, so that's the video. Otherwise, you know, nobody would have known if they just kept it quiet. The dad dancing and all, cringe, cringe, cringe. Oh my god, there he is here. Perfect place to pause. Alright, next one. Oh, that should have been before that William dancing. Alright, Kerry Washington and Katy Perry so proud of Duchess Meghan for bringing this issue to the forefront. Alright, let's see here. This is that, Katy Perry and Kerry Washington. There it is here. She's talking about it. There's a video she did talking about, I think I shared it. It's about politics, to vote and things like that. People all over the world understand this important mission, except the hateful nodders. They know. I really don't know why they do this, because first of all, let's not forget the bots. Alright, many of the royal rats have multiple accounts to spread those misinformation. But for the young people, however, even if the algorithm, the media is letting you make money off of this, but in the long run it's not gonna work out for them. They may enjoy the money now, but in the long run they're gonna need money for help, for mental help, or many other things that they may inflict on themselves. And it seems like many the governments wants to take away their health care, any social services that will help them if they run out of money. I don't know if they see the bigger picture of things. Instead of helping destroy the democracy, the things that they have, I don't know how many examples they need to see. It's literally playing right in front of them. Healthcare, you go to the hospital in the United States. I'm talking about the United States. You go to the hospital for a minor thing. It costs you thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, another country, you know, it may not be at the same level of high tech, but you've seen some people who talk about when they go to China, they go for some minor thing, they shocked to see how much it costs them in comparison if they were in the United States. But anyway, I hope the young people learn and, you know, tap into their angel side, I guess. It's not worth it. All right, people all over the world understand this important mission, except the hateful nutters who insist on equating protecting kids from online predatory algorithms with a mom showing the back of her kids on her social media posts. It's a private event. No one from the public was invited. Her power. Kerry is a good friend of hers. There's that. Duchess Meghan on fire. All right, so this is my last one, okay? I think for the next couple of days, the squad will be talking about Harry and Meghan's anniversary. All right, so there's this here. I saw it. I thought I share it with you. Crow Barbie is really crashing out over Meghan's speech. Hope she doesn't lose too much sleep over it. This is why I don't follow these people, but occasionally when the squad talk about them, so at least I know what they're saying. Alright, so there's me here. What the F? Crow Barbie? Me laughing. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so you could pause and read the rest. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for okay, let's say prayer for today. I don't know what to think. Let's do prayer for today. Let's do this one. Prayer for today. Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to see this new day. I pray for your love and your strength today. Please help me overcome any hurdles that may come my way. Please give me wisdom and guidance in everything that I do today so that my words and my action will honor your holy name. In Jesus' name, amen. I pray, amen. Alright, so this one was okay. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, there's a lot of thumbnails that I need to make. Alright, so the next tweet that I'm going to start with for the next video will be this. Alright, we're going to start with this. That's, I think, a wedding Harry went to, and the squad are bringing it back up in terms of Harry and Meghan's wedding anniversary. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
are all in this together. And if I may speak personally,